Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new here, and welcome to my Summer Game Fest reaction, 2023 reaction. I'm excited to see what we're going to be having here. I'm currently reacting to this after the event has concluded, so I have seen some spoilers on the way into this. Because it's YouTube and you get channels that you follow all reacting to this, and you know, journalists all covering this event, so you tend to see some stuff. And it's difficult to avoid. So I might have got spoiled on some Spider-Man release dates over there, but besides that, not much. I haven't watched any of the trailers as I wanted to go into this fresh from the start, try and experience the event as it goes, because I couldn't react to it when it was live. So I'm going to be doing a post-event reaction to the full thing. I might post it. This will probably be like an edited up version of the actual event. It won't be the full event. But yeah, excited to see what we're going to be having here, and also excited for Mortal Kombat. All I'm expecting is Mortal Kombat, Alan Wake, and now I know about Spider-Man, so Spider-Man, but that is everything I'm expecting. I'm not expecting, and Fortnite I guess was the one other thing that they said would be here, but I'm most excited for Alan Wake and I guess Mortal Kombat, because I haven't played much of the Mortal Kombat franchise, so I'm excited to see what that first one is going to be about, the remake. So let's just lower the volume there. So excited to get into it. Let's just head straight into it and see what Geoff Keighley has prepared for us this year at the Summer Game Fest. Also, I have it sucks that I have to be using my earbuds for this, or like headphone or earphones for this one, because my headphone broke, my headphone cracked, and the sound's gonna sound pretty bad. It's not gonna do justice to any of these games. The following program, main content game, okay, some containments.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the
one
Game
and only
Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Just think about it. Where would gaming be if we didn't have Geoff Keighley? Where would gaming events be? Literally Game Awards and Summer Game Fest going on right now. He's the keeping gaming alive in the gaming community right now, don't you think? It's a nice venue they got going this year.
And today we've got a look at what's
It's a nice venue.
Video games for you. We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person.
These earphones
with
are so
live
bad.
fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to you as well, Geoff Keighley. Thank you for having me.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next.
I mean,
this
that was like, what, 3-4 years ago?
Industry showcase.
3 years,
No
I
matter
think.
where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list.
It's
The
2020,
landscape
right?
of video game events has certainly changed
It
over
was
the past few
2021.
years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the
I'm excited. I'm
first
ready.
extended
I'm ready. I'm
gameplay
ready. I'm
of
excited.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Everyone's hyped for that. I'm not as hyped
It
for that,
delivers,
but
don't worry.
it delivers.
Alan Wake
Okay.
2, the reveal of Fortnite's next
Okay,
season.
dude, there's not enough.
And
Alan
yes,
Wake does not get enough credit. Can we just get
have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss? That's all I'll say right now. But let's get right to
There's
the
not
games
enough.
and
There's not enough
gameplay.
excitement
The
for
first
Alan Wake.
reveal is something you're
People
not
need to wake
expecting,
up
which
and
makes it that
play
much more
Alan Wake.
exciting.
They need to Alan Wake
Here
up.
we go.
This looks like Prince of Persia. Is this what we've been reduced to? This is what Prince of Persia became. No remake for you. You're just gonna get the side scroller.
Cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land.
What the heck is this? Did they?
All hope rests with us, the immortals, to rescue him and save the empire.
I'm guessing we're not
We
getting
weren't
that
prepared
remake
for
anytime
what's coming
soon.
Next.
Okay.
Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
What is this like a Prince of Persia spin-off? This looks cool. This looks fun to play. And there's different characters, maybe. This looks good. I mean, this is something I would probably tell myself I'm gonna play and then just never play it. Like, I would like to play this, but I just focus more on AAA stuff. Like, this on Switch would be kind of cool to play, especially during load shedding.
Hope is the only thing that keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Okay, January 18th. That's nice. It's coming on Switch. I'm probably gonna play that on Switch, to be honest. If I'm gonna get that, it's probably gonna be on Switch. Because it would look nice. I feel like, although it's a lower resolution normally on Switch, it would look nice on that small, like, handheld screen playing that.
Some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and
That's definitely going to be a Switch game for me.
On the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along to another
that looks
iconic
interesting.
video
Why
game
couldn't they do something cool like that with the remake? Why couldn't they just use that art style? I mean, they were, and then people were like, this is trash. Already, Geoff, you're playing your cards too early, Geoff. I feel like it's going to lose momentum and people are going to be a bit disappointed later on.
It has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most
I'm actually excited for this. I'm
MK
probably
yet.
not going to. I might
Reboot the
actually
series into a new
play
era
this.
timeline, and it's coming this
I
September.
might actually play this.
Everyone has been asking,
It really
what does it
depends.
look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it!
Fatalities. I've never played. Honestly, I've never played 10. I never played 11. Like, I haven't played any of the recent, since Xbox 360, I haven't played any of those Mortal Kombat games.
I have had enough of you. Then go.
But I'm actually interested in this one since it's like a... Okay. So, like, I won't catch any of the lore or anything like that. Not a huge guy on the Mortal Kombat stuff. I remember playing like a PS2 game where you could play as like Kang Lao and Liu Kang. It was like a action-adventure type game. I forget what that was called. That was a cool game. I don't know why they should do more of those.
Sento, it's my family blade. Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Okay, Martin Lee crossover with Spider-Man. Oh, okay. Yikes. Okay, they're keeping the fatality stuff up. Yeah, this looks... I like the levels, like this mansion. What do you call this? Like beach house for millionaires. Like design.
Enough. Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang.
I'm guessing this is Johnny Cage, right?
God of fire.
I was assuming that. And I do sort of know that Liu Kang, right, becomes the God of Fire at the end of the last game, but I never played the story or anything like that, so I don't know like exactly how that ties in, if that's like
Skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
just a normal tie-in, or...
I lack.
And Raiden's like a young boy. The thing with fighting games is you really need to like make use of the online, and that was never something I could do with the internet we've had. It's probably much better now with fiber and everything, but these games just never used to be fun with all the lag. And I never had anybody to play with, like local. So they just never felt worth the money, and then I just never ended up getting it. But this one looks kind of fun. I don't know. This seems like a game I might get later. but not on release. I mean, it looks cool. It looks like more Mortal Kombat. I wouldn't know like the differences because I haven't played the previous games, but it's looking cool. You always love a good fatality. You can always do with a good fatality. Oh my. The fatalities are so freaking gory, dude. Can you even show this on YouTube? I mean, only Mortal Kombat can get away with this. When is that? 19th of September, I think it's it. Or July. Wasn't it supposed to come out in July?
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys?
It was decent. It was decent.
Now, I'm sure you have many
Where's
questions
Alan Wake?
about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators,
Boon.
a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
That's Ed Boon. My bad. That shows you how clued up I am. It's Ed Boon. That's Ed Boon? That's the guy that's always tweeting these strange troll comments on
They
Twitter.
love you. All right, well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this because, first of all, this is it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into like, a fire god, right?
Oh
and
he
created
created
a brand
himself,
new universe.
spoiling the game.
And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
It looks incredible. Everyone we saw there was.
So it's not actually a 1? Or what are you saying? It's kind of a 1, but not really. It's continuation, but also
But the thing we got to talk about
the
are
beginning.
these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your main, character.
Oh,
that you
okay.
pick,
Cameos. I'm not clued up on fighting games. That's like when you summon like a partner in.
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are whole
this was like in Marvel vs. Capcom, right?
Cameo fighters, and these fighters actually,
and a lot of fighting games.
They will join the fight. But
a lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay. So you can you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see that's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. The best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo.
Transitions are cool.
You summon them
like into the match.
Like how often do they come in? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, push that button with towards and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. And so the combination.
So it's kind of like fighters, right?
Exactly.
It's kind of like Dragon Ball fighters.
And you see, there's like a meter up on top
where you can summon them, but you can't necessarily like switch out.
Obviously, fire them.
Could you? I can't even remember. Can you switch out?
But you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal.
You can already see like tournament people that do like tournaments and stuff are gonna go crazy with the combos you can come up with. This type of
time-based that
gameplay.
come out, and then obviously as you
I
go
am not
through,
one to
you revealed
master
some of
something
them
like
there,
that.
But is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero.
Okay, so
right?
there's going to be
You can
characters
play-
that
Same thing with
can't
Scorpion,
be
but
played
a lot
as.
of
They're just
our
cameos
cameo
strictly.
fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
was
popped in there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, was there?
There's a
Was
lot
there?
of like kind of
Did
really
we
digging
reveal
into the
Goro as
old
character?
Mortal Kombat games.
I
as
think it
far
was
as
in there.
Getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
What the heck is somebody?
Well,
Some guy
speaking
in the
of,
crowd
90 old
shouting,
games, let's
"Where's
talk- you
where's
confirmed
this
by secret, at
character?"
least knowing that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this
said that
game
weird.
as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Jean-Claude Van
Now,
Damme.
people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now.
Isn't that guy like
It's a huge
weird?
first
Doesn't he have, like,
full circle moment. You know,
weird
the first
charges
Mortal
and
Kombat
stuff
game, we
against him?
originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So
No,
I can't
that's
tell
not
you how
him.
many times over
That's
the last 30 years
my
we've
bad.
tried to get him.
Take it back, take it
we were
back.
This close, like 4 or 5 times, and so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited
That's cool.
about it.
They got
I know the
like
team has been working so
Jean-Claude,
hard
the
in
man
Chicago to
himself.
build this through COVID, and it's
to
coming
do
out
some
in September,
voicing.
so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years. And
I mean, they actually kept a good secret. They kept it well.
We could not be more excited in terms of
nobody
getting
knew
players'
until they
hands on it.
teased it.
And throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters. So there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well,
Okay,
Ed,
cool.
thank you so much
I
for
just
giving
need
us
people
the
to play
first
with me
look
now.
at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much.
Ed
First
Boon
look
is
at
like
Mortal Kombat.
Ed Boon,
Awesome.
everybody. Ed Boon, Ed Boon. He's like
Amazing.
a cool
So
uncle, that
excited
guy.
about that one. All right.
Just freaking
Next up,
leaves.
it's been a fun couple weeks
Crazy.
for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic.
I haven't played it, Jeff. I
Another
haven't played it.
big
It's too
and
expensive over
anticipated
here. Tell them to lower
ARPG
the price.
is Path of Exile 2
Put it on
from
sale.
Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013.
If only they gave
We
a
haven't
discount
seen
code with
anything
a
on the sequel in
KFC
over 2
burger or
years,
something.
but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw
Give me a
gameplay
Zinger
capture
burger and a
Path of
discount
Exile
on
2,
Diablo.
a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
Okay, I mean, this game looks cool. I do like Diablo, but Diablo is one of those games that you do want to play with people again.
Hey you!
And
What's going on?
you need people to play with to get the full enjoyment level out of it. It's playing on your own, usually. I played Diablo 3, a lot of it on my own, and it was okay, but it's just such a grind. It's just constant fighting and grinding, and I am not somebody who goes into the end game of Diablo and like keeps playing the game over and over and levels up my character and finds all the stuff. I'm not that kind of person when it comes to Diablo. But it does look cool, and I do like that there's more, like, it seems like there's more story stuff than in 3 from what I remember. Path of Exile. Is this? Which Diablo is this? Why not more? Path of Exile 2.com. Okay, so that's not Diablo though. Oh, I'm very confused. I don't follow that stuff.
Street Fighter 6, a game we featured last year
As
at
well,
Summer
did
Game
not
Fest.
play for the same
Well,
reasons
the
I've
team at
never played
Capcom
Mortal
has an
Kombat.
important update to share with you right now.
Woo! Okay, not really caring. This is freaking metallic Ryu. Cyborg Ryu. You good? Sure you good. Okay. This is an online-only game. What? What the heck is happening? What is that? What? Sure, dude. Why not? Why wouldn't we want this? Is this even Street Fighter? Is this like a team up thing? Exoprimal, of course. Oh, Exoprimal's finally cool enough to play now because it has Street Fighter. No, that was the weirdest crossover ever. Why would you want a cyborg Ryu, dude?
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card.
No, Jeff, that was not anyway.
That Street Fighter cross Exoprimal
It wasn't even
collab
in
will
my
launch in the fall with the game coming
reality
out
for
on
the next
July
50
14th.
years. I don't understand
But
why
guess
it
what, guys?
exists.
That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today.
Don't even say
Check
that.
this out.
Why is somebody saying "oh shit" in the background?
Imagination.
Just the guy. Why is that guy so loud? Who gave that guy a mic?
Can shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think.
Oh, this is freaking Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight or whatever it's called. We know about this though. Are they gonna show us the gameplay? It's Nicolas Cage. Okay.
That's right. Nicolas
We knew about
Cage
this,
is
though.
coming to
We
Dead
knew
by
about
Daylight
this.
in July. I mean, I don't know how these things happen, but
What is he? Is he
I
a
figured the
survivor
easiest
or,
way to find out
like a
probably to go right to the source.
No way
This
Nicolas
man's
Cage
bold
is here.
creative
No way
choices have
Nicolas
earned him
Cage
an
is here.
Academy
Geoff Keighley doesn't have that
Award
much
and a few
pull.
memes on the internet across
Geoff
more
Keighley
than
doesn't have
4
that much pull.
decades of incredible films.
He does not have the ghost
Please
side.
join me in
The
welcoming
man of
to Summer
action
Game Fest,
himself.
Nicolas Cage.
It's Nicolas. You got Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is looking kinda weird. He doesn't look like he's. How did he get Nicolas Cage? Nicolas Cage is gonna be in a lot of more games after this. It has to be. There's no way he's just here for this. He has to be going into gaming in the future. He's definitely planning on being in some
By
other
the way,
game in the
I
future.
gotta say, this
There's
is
no
such
way.
a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite. Maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game. But Dead by Daylight. I mean, how does this
Fortnite Nicolas
happen?
Cage.
Well, it's,
I mean, technically
it's a
Ghost Rider is in
museum
there.
of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this
Oh,
game, and
yeah.
it's cool that
So
you know,
he's
it
a
really is this
survivor.
museum
I
of
mean,
horror.
who
Michael
else would he
Myers,
be?
you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this
Play Nicolas Cage.
heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
He's going to
Nicolas
a
Cage is
location
iconic.
thinking he's
Iconic
making a movie,
actor.
and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I
Nicolas Cage,
think,
dude.
as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that
Even
was
though
a
the
large reason for
outline of
wanting to
what
do it as
I
well,
did,
that,
like,
that
is
feeling of bonding
this
with your
sketch.
friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have, when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything I
is
do,
Nicolas
everything I
Cage,
say,
dude? What is
from the
this, man?
scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right. Fully method, Nick Cage.
Okay.
I love it.
I have to finally play Dead by
this is
Daylight just so
fun. This
that I
game,
can
as you
be
said, is
fused
such
with
an
Nicolas
awesome kind
Cage.
of, collaboration with so many
A
different
dream.
characters. For
Dream
you, I
come
mean, how
true.
did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody
world?
very important in my family
Yeah.
is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast,
Okay.
and,
Okay.
and that really
I'm guessing
put
it's a
the,
child.
hook in, ha, pun intended.
Nicolas
See,
Cage
Dead
is such
by
a
Daylight to
dry
me was
like
an
humor to
opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for
Why?
new adventures.
Come
So
on,
this to
man.
me
You
was
telling
like,
me
wow, I can
nobody's
make
invited
I can
Nicolas
make a whole
Cage into
new
a game?
audience, meet a whole
It's
new
like-
audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight
There's no
adventure.
way.
I didn't say, it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what, excuse me, what I noticed,
Oh no.
sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space.
Keeps
Every
going.
move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this.
It's like-
I'm always looking to learn something.
Mr. Cage, we don't have this much budget for the Dead by Daylight segment. We don't make that much money, please. No, they probably. It seems like the game's doing well because I've never spent much time in Dead by Daylight. But what the heck was that? It's like, oh my gosh, it's Nicolas Cage. He did a handshake with Nicolas Cage.
The chapter officially comes out on July 25th on PC and console, but PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build
That's cool that they
on
got
July 5th.
him to show
And
up at the
here's
actual
an
thing.
exclusive first
Into
look
a
at Nicolas
personal thing.
Cage in Dead by Daylight.
Oh. Let's see. I don't play the game. Oh. Everyone just laughed. Everyone just laughed. Like, it's Nicolas Cage. Why does he run like that? I feel like he's invincible, Nicolas Cage. He can never be killed. If you play as Nicolas Cage, it's basically the invincible survivor. You'll always win with Nicolas Cage on your team. There's no way that was actually... Okay, Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight. If you didn't have a reason to play it, now you definitely do.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations. But back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Oh, on the screen though, right? It's not there. Just Henry Cavill comes out. Coming soon only. What was the price there? $7 a month. What? And don't share your password. I should have just put that as a tagline. They might have added there, I just didn't see it. And the creator of The Vanishing Ethan. Okay. But yeah. Excited for that. I didn't want to see more on The Witcher 1 remake that they were supposed to be working on at CD Projekt. First person's shooters not my preference. So I'm looking at this like as a maybe someday I'll play it. Looking very Doom-like. A lot of these Doom-like games coming out. Almost like a slow-paced Doom. Early access, Witchfire, September 20th. Okay. Smilegate.
01. Operation Control clears you for engagement.
This man just woke up and got thrown into a war zone. Is this a VR game? It looks VR, the way the guns are like jittering. It looks like VR. Is this Rainbow Six VR? Who asked for this? Looks kind of like Rainbow Six, but I don't think it is. Or maybe it... Crossfire. Sierra Squad take the fight to VR. Okay. I mean, I can't play that. Probably never going to play that. VRs are expensive. And then we have a giant OLED, a 49-incher. 240 Hz refresh rate. This just seems like such a weird thing to have. I get that people like these like widescreen curved things, but like that seems huge. Like, why would you actually need that?
Everything. For all.
And this is the Remnant. I think they showed this Remnant 2 at the Gorilla thing. I didn't react to that one because that's usually just like smaller games, smaller reveals and stuff. So I just sort of looked up what was shown at that. I didn't.
After this. You sure?
I didn't actually watch that one. I mean, it looks cool. Again, another game you need to play with people, I think, to get the full enjoyment of it. Never played the first one. Or Remnant that Through the Ashes, I think it was called. Never played that one. But it does look like a fun game to play in a group. Okay, Remnant 2 available July 24th. Just standing
there. Much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and
okay, are you gonna show the Alan Wake now, or are you keeping that?
As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok.
I'm excited for Alan Wake, dude. I don't know why people don't like Alan Wake. I get that the mechanics are basic, but still,
Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms.
It's a fun game.
On Twitch, we also have
like
a
the
special
storytelling in it.
Warframe Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe for watching more than 30 minutes of the show. Now, speaking of surprises, another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Sonic? Isn't this coming out? This has been an... Oh, okay. I'm actually liking this. This is something that Sonic has needed desperately because this pixel game thing is outdated, dude. Like, they keep putting out the pixel games. And this is something that I actually think is cool. Brand new adventure. Like, making it 3D is all they needed to do. Updating those graphics. This is also something that would be cool on a Switch. Like, I wouldn't necessarily get this on console. Or like on, what do you call this? Like a high-end, or what am I even saying? I don't even know. Like a modern console? Team up with friends. Okay, so it says online capabilities. You can play multiplayer. Master new powers and abilities. Okay, then turn into the guy from Pac-Man. I mean, it looks cool. New Thrills Classic Feels. That looks cool. And it's gonna be on Nintendo Switch as expected. Because that would be perfect on the Switch. This would be perfect for Switch. Why don't they want to show us what the villain... It's like, it's obvious what he's going to look like, right? It's just going to be a more 3D rendered version.
2D classic Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans.
They should do this with like everything.
This past April, Honkai Star
I mean, they did it for
launched,
Mario
and
like how long ago?
Game is bringing an exciting
Now
new
they do it for
character
Sonic.
to space fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
What is this Wayoverse?
I wish this universe had a few more things to do.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do.
Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission
This is Genshin Impact 2.
Another busy day ahead of us.
I mean, it looks like a Genshin Impact type. I think I've seen this game. I don't know what it's called. I think I've seen it been shown off before.
Let me get warmed up. Strike first.
Okay, is that the guy from My Hero Academia? I don't know. I guess it's just because he has the hand thing. I don't know. Just reminded me of that. And I guess the fieriness of it.
miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time?
What is this? Codename PlayStation. What? User banned. Coming for PlayStation. What the heck? With Onkai Stardale.
Later this year on PlayStation.
I think that's out on
Inspired
other
by the
stuff
story
already,
of
right?
Pinocchio, Lies of P is a Soulsborne-like game.
Oh,
with the
they're showing
team at
Lies of
EOS,
P at this?
which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year. Well,
When
if you're
this year?
wondering exactly when,
Oh, okay,
we have
thank
news
you.
to share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
Okay, they're revealing a lot of release dates at this. Geoff is making the show crazy this year. A lot of reveals. If he's going to be giving all these release dates. This is also something I'm interested in, but this game is so packed that I don't think I'm going to even play this one. Unless it comes out at like the perfect moment when there's nothing else that I'm interested in. This looks good. Freaking Bloodborne. Get you over that Bloodborne craving. We thirsted for Bloodborne, they gave us Lies of P. And this music. Like this, the setting is just freaking cool, right? Like how can you not like the settings? Like, what do they call the steampunk? Steampunk, like old school, like kind of like Bioshocky. Well, Bioshock was steampunk. So. And like the enemy designs look cool. The wall design. Welcome to what? Okay. Different costumes and stuff. The gear types. The umbrella from Kingsman. I mean, this game is cool.
Nice landing, but let's not
Oh
make it
yeah, it's like a little, what do you call that guy? The cricket. Pre-order and digital deluxe. What the heck is this? September 19th. September 19th. Maybe. Play demo now. I might have to do a gameplay on that demo. I might have to do a gameplay on that demo.
PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare
I might
for the
have to do a
release on
gameplay on
September
that.
19th. Now it's time
I think
for
there's a
the
Final
reveal
Fantasy
of a
one that's gonna
visually
be
stunning new
released as
game
well.
based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time. This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to
Definitely
reveal
interested in
time
Lies
here
of
at
P.
Summer Game
Definitely
Fest.
interested in
And I
that.
think
I
you'll be
really
hyped
enjoyed
once you see the
Bloodborne.
gameplay,
And I
all
do
built
like
in Unreal
Souls-likes
Engine 5. Here we go.
to some degree. And that doesn't look like it's going to be a crazy difficult Souls, like in a sense that like it won't have you crying as much as they usually do. What is this? What does this look like? Dragon Quest? Dragon Quest looking game? From the creator of Dragon Ball? Or is it a brand new thing? Or is it just Dragon? It looks like very much like Dragon Quest. I'm assuming it's Dragon Quest. Join an adventure in a mysterious desert world. This looks cool though. I've never played like Dragon Quest where humans and demons live together. This looks cool. Like the art style and in the game like itself looks interesting. This reminds me of Metal Slug. Like the driving the machines and stuff. Sandland. Okay, so it's like a brand new, I'm guessing it's a brand new IP from the same people that did Dragon Quest and like the Dragon Ball games. That looks interesting. That actually looks interesting, like something I might want to play. It looks cool. It's probably next year, coming out next year or something.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco.
I mean, it looks almost like a 3D Metal Slug in a sense, to some degree.
And one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from IM8-Bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reviews.
I'm going to deactivate that
one
one.
Of the biggest independent publishers is
I probably won't have time to do it
Interactive.
in one go, so I don't know. I'll do that at a later time.
They'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Okay. Based on this tease, I'm going to decide whether I actually am going to be interested in the show. It's Stray, dude. Somebody just freaking clapped more for Stray than they did for Alan Wake. Disrespectful. Come see what's next. Was that? What can I even say? Okay, we've seen that before. We've seen a lot of these already. I don't know why they're showing Stray. Is there going to be a Stray like DLC or something? And one of our biggest announcements yet. A cat. Another cat game. Annapurna is doing something, I guess. June 29th. Okay, so Annapurna.
What that was at the end.
Looked like a cat, Jeff.
All right,
Looked
next
like a
we're
cat.
stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play
Where are the
PC and
dog
console
games?
MMORPG
So many
from
cat games.
NCSoft
Where are the
and
dog
Amazon
games?
with an always changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
Throne and Liberty. NCSoft? Did that say Amazon Games? I hope they didn't say Amazon Games.
An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power. And put down this threat once and for all.
I think my screen was slightly unaligned in my recording, but it should be fine now. Okay. What is this again? Like, this is something I'll probably never play, and I think it said Amazon Gaming or something like that. I don't know. This one's a not gonna play probably. Get turned into a eagle. Claim the throne. The heck even is there? Throne and Liberty. Okay. Throne and Liberty. Players wanted. Players wanted. Sign up for the tech test. Yeah, it's Amazon Games. It's Amazon Games. I don't know about that one. I don't know. I'm skeptical about that. There's a child in the front, you know.
Watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam decks for you right now. But on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new.
It's all thanks to Christopher Judge, dude. They had to give all the ones that they were going to give away here. They had to give away at the Game Awards.
Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
What? More stuff. I'm probably not going to play this. It just gets too overwhelming when you have all these like battle sim type battle games.
Hear the battle call. Cities rise and empires fall. But it's a war worth fighting. We're taking up our arms.
Ew. 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 Not my game. Not my type of thing, man. All these alpha bars and blue and red dots all over the place. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
It's a war worth fighting.
Okay. A random emo guy has entered the game. Okay, Millennia's here now. It looks so, like, overdone, or, like, you know, it seems like, why would you play this when you can play something else type of game? Warhaven. Nixon and Sting. It seems like a...
Hey, this is not...
What the heck is this? I don't know what's happening here. Are we getting some DLC for this or something? Party animals getting DLC? Everyone's going with The Rock nowadays. What? 2023 available on Xbox and Steam. Was that not available before? What just happened?
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it, a
This
lot of
is
cool stuff
Walking
will
Dead?
make its way to Dying Light to stay human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles.
Who's playing Dying Light still, dude?
Rolling out with the next
I mean, there's
update
probably
in June.
people out there, but
Then,
who's actually
right
still
after
playing
that,
Dying
we'll
Light?
kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one
No, there's
of them,
definitely
you'll want
people,
to
dude,
get
because they
your
said they
blood
were going to support the
wired.
game for like
Very soon,
years to
you'll
come.
get the deadliest summers to date.
Okay, thank you, sir, dude, for that short segment. Always appreciated, and we are freezing. What the heck is happening? Random. All the internet's still up, and new adventures. Are we still going here? I don't know if it's gonna cut me off. Hopefully we are still going. Okay, I don't know what they did to him. What have they done to my boy? Crash. They ruined him.
Welcome back to Summer Game Fest. Isn't that great, by the way? Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable Ripperoo and Engine, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1.
Get easy.
Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness. Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
Sam Lake, get him out here. Get him out here. And he's like in... Okay, so that's who he was. He's the freaking guy. He puts himself in the games. And wasn't he like in the Max Payne? Wasn't his face like Max Payne or something like that?
You said 2023. We
Might
are
be
in
getting confused with that,
2023.
I don't
It's
know.
coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you.
It's
13
definitely been a
years
long
since
time.
the
I've been
first
waiting for
Alan
this.
Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have two playable characters. It's a
we kinda got that.
50 split
Okay.
between them.
Nice.
They are
Clarification.
on their own separate terrifying journeys through
Thought that
two different
was
worlds,
what we were going for.
and yet it's all connected. And the player
Don't spoil the
gets to
story.
switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Okay. Why do you have to
Yeah,
tell
we
us
saw,
that?
Obviously,
It's
the
kind of
PlayStation
spoiling.
event revealed Saga as the
gameplay,
second
no?
character. Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls, and she's sort of living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this.
That's
yes,
probably
we
what's
have
happening
Alan
with
Wake,
this
our
Alan Wake.
title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place.
Yes.
And then we have Saga, our new hero,
Ooh.
FBI agent, coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls, together with her partner, Alex Casey.
Okay.
This man is
So how,
anxious.
they're
dude.
somehow linked
He's
in
so,
some way, right?
But you can see the
They are
nerves.
coming to investigate a series of
I know them
ritualistic
well.
murders.
Okay.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they
Like he's
discover
talking directly to
pages
Jeff
of a horror
and
story.
avoiding the crowd type of thing.
Maybe
I mean, it's
written by a
understandable.
certain
These people
missing
work in
writer.
like offices.
Initials
like-
AAW.
and this horror story
They don't
starts to come
like
true,
do stuff like this all the time.
around them.
I would be
obviously
freaking
it's,
crying
Alan
on
is still going
stage
to be
right now.
playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey. But,
Probably in the fetal
Saga is a
position.
sort of new character, and
Probably
there is that
peeing
sort of link. Tell
myself
us a bit about, you said
simultaneously.
split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? Because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want.
Why are
right?
you doing this, Geoff?
go
Are you
into the
revealing too much
experience
information?
Playing as Saga, and it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. This can be enjoyed.
I will replay
as
the original
Saga
game,
doesn't know
so
anything about the lore,
tell me
about
what
the
to do.
supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive, and with that, all the players will be on that journey with her. And then we open up the experience so that
why are we going through the plot line? Show us the gameplay, sir. I want to hear
trying
this.
to find his way out, and you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on. And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points in many surprising ways.
Okay, that's cool,
there is
dude.
no
Thank you.
way to play through this. You can
Jeff
choose.
lost
You can
interest
go
5
on
seconds ago. Look at Jeff's
as
face.
Alan
He's
all
like,
the
can
way
we play the
from
trailer
end,
now, Sam?
or as Saga,
We
or
just
you
get
can
to the
keep
trailer.
hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways.
Jeff got
and I
lost
just
in
always
it.
know if that
Jeff was
especially, so
lost
we
in
can't
his
wait to
eyes
see
or
how these
something. I don't know
stories
what just happened.
intertwine, I'm sure, throughout the experience.
Jeff
Today,
kind of
though,
fell asleep there,
I know
I
you
feel
brought
like.
with you some gameplay of Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
Okay, dude. We are hyped, Sam. Like, why are people not hyped enough? Like, come on, dude. It's Alan Wake 2. We enjoyed Control, and now it's like we just want Control 2. Get out of here, dude.
In this case, back to life as a monster. And Saga is outside Pride Falls at Cauldron Lake.
Why does he's saying Sarah? I'm assuming it's the accent, and he's just saying Sarah.
With that, let's take a look at
It's the way
raw,
he says
unedited
Sarah.
gameplay from Alan Wake 2.
The name's not Saga, I don't think, right? Gameplay and in-game cinematic footage. Service pistol at the bottom, we see there. God. 5 bullets, and no, 12 of 20, and then there's 5 battery charges. So we're still doing the flashlight mechanic, which I enjoyed. The flashlight pistol combo, the best way for Alan Wake to be played. And I mean the shotgun and the rifle as well. And I mean it's cool, I guess, that they're branching out and making us
somebody's home.
play a story, because at this point it makes sense, because Alan Wake is aware of the whole writing stories and stories playing out. He's sort of aware of that at this point, so now he is trapped in the dark world or whatever from the ending of the last game, I guess. I don't know how he actually ended up there, but he's trapped there and he's basically writing her story, it seems, to help him get out. But at the same time he's not fully there, and he's writing things into the story and he's not remembering. Like somebody else is still persuading him. Like maybe the Lady of the Lake still has some control over him, and she's like manipulating him to write obstacles for this character to overcome. Because if it was up to Alan Wake, he would just write. But I think there was a thing about the story has to make sense. Like even if he's writing a story, he can't write like, oh, and Alan gets saved or something. He has to make it make sense for the story to actually come to life and happen. It has to have twists, and it has to have highs and lows. It has to have a proper structure of a story for it to work. I think that was the thing that was going on in Alan Wake, the first one. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. And this gameplay looks fun, and the graphics look freaking incredible, considering that this game is going to be a like $60 normal priced game, and digital only is, I guess, something that made people a bit upset. But I don't mind the digital only thing if I can get the game cheaper. Like, go ahead, dude. If the game is gonna be cheaper, fine with me. And I don't have to like decide over whether I want the physical or the digital. It's like digital only. Okay, I'll get the digital one then. Okay, so they have that in the normal world now?
The text on the heart is clearer now.
Because that wasn't really a thing in the normal world, right? Like revealing things.
Like I saw it in a dream.
What the heck? Why is there just a heart there? Kind of weird. And then we cut back into the trailer that they showed at the PlayStation thing.
Left a message.
Okay, this is just a redo of them. So this game, I mean, it looks cool. The gameplay looks cool. It looks about the same as what we've seen with Alan Wake, the first one. The gameplay overall. It's different enemy types, basically. It's not just like shadow people. It's crazy forest people. And a bunch of other stuff. Other types of enemies, it looks like. And they are still shadow people. October 17th. I honestly can't wait for that one, dude. Pre-order now. I'm not pre-ordering now, but I can't wait for it. Definitely excited for that one. There's just way too much games coming out around that same time.
Campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
Again, Warhammer Space Marine is cool and everything. Never got into the Space Marine. I wanted to play the which one was it? Space Marine 40,000 or 40k? I forget which one, but the one before this, I think, looked cool, and I would have played it, but I never just got around to actually getting it, because there was other games that I wanted to play, and I didn't necessarily, you know, I was younger back then, couldn't actually just go and get, didn't have the financial aids for that kind of thing. I don't know if you can still get this game on like PC, but yeah, I'm still not exactly able to just buy every single thing that comes out. But this game looks cool. Like, I like the aesthetics of this and like the gameplay of it. Oh, out of all the Warhammer stuff, this was always the most interesting looking of the games, the game franchises. But I just never got into it. But it looks cool. And I like the armor designs and stuff. But I just never got into it. Can you play Warhammer games like this without having played anything else Warhammer? Or do you have to like play the previous games? Because I would get this if it doesn't require you to have any prior knowledge. And I definitely check this out at some point. Warhammer 40k Space Marine this winter. Everything's this winter, dude. Everything is this winter. Like, this winter is stacked. And by winter, I'm assuming they mean the end of the year, right? December-ish. December, October, November-ish. Oh, actually, winter is from December. December till February? So it could be even next year. No, but it said this year, so it's definitely then December, right? Brave at Night presents. See, games like these also look cool, but it's like there's no time to play all these things. This is like... This looks fun, you know? It looks interesting. My potatoes. But it's like, when do you play this? Didn't you think you'd be asleep? The Viking-like music. It reminds me of like the series Vikings, the music going on. Yes, your grace. Snowfall. Wishlist now. It's only coming to no PlayStation. Only Steam, Xbox, and Switch.
Now it is time for
it would be a cool Switch game as well.
Announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Focus Entertainment. Some horrific stuff. Okay, CG trailer. Could maybe used with some not CG stuff. This seems like one of those copyright claim type songs. Probably. It's probably gonna be one of those. Probably gonna be one of those where if this actually gets heard loud enough, then it will probably be registered as one of those things where it counts as a song, and it's like they pick up the music, and then the music is counted as a negative thing, and then you have to I don't think this counts, right? This doesn't count because this is a cover. This is like them just singing. This isn't even a cover. This is just people singing a tune, and this is not even like a thing. This is just... I can just cut this out in editing, actually. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a claim thing, most probably. I mean, those don't affect me as long as it's not like a strike, which I don't think that happens. For music, it's mostly claim stuff. That's all cool, I guess. Probably just end up leaving the music in because I don't want to take away the sound effects as well. They are blasting the tunes right now. I mean, it's a banger, you know, it's a banger song. But I mean, come on, dude, you don't need to hear the whole song. $2024. Did we really need to see John Carpenter's Toxic Commando with that song? It's coming out next year. I don't think we needed all that.
More unexpected collaboration. Sean Carpenter and Saber with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? I don't know. All right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3. And today, a new member is joining
I haven't
the
played
cast.
Baldur's Gate, another franchise that just seems like it takes too much dedication to get into.
Mechanical army of Steel Watchers. He's a second antagonist and is voiced by a familiar name.
Oh. Nicolas Cage. Voiced by Nicolas Cage, most probably.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies?
Does this video like just end or does it keep going?
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us.
Oh, Jason Isaacs. I know his face from somewhere. But I'm guessing he's the guy, he's the actor who's like a familiar guest.
In old wisdom, a brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Friends, allies, to my side.
Okay.
Let us usher in
Does he have to, you know, making the other voice actors look bad?
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
They didn't want to show any other voice acting in that just because they didn't want to make them feel bad. August 31st, 2023.
It was under control.
Oh, there we go.
Gortash.
Oh, is that somebody? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Is that another special guest, perhaps? Who is that guy?
Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me, still for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right. This fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man.
I was spoiled on the release date, but I have not seen this trailer. I think there's a trailer. And he goes Brian, the man himself, Brian Intel. Get him out here. Tell us the secrets to how you make so many games in one go. Tell us how you do it. How is your production so fast?
Fancy art behind us. Is this the box?
This is the box art. This is, you know.
Ooh, okay.
There it is.
I mean, they always go with that simple box
it has
art.
two on the box for a reason, because this game features two Spider-Men. So
Not because it's co-op, guys. Like, why do people keep saying that? They want this freaking co-op experience. Like, shut up, dude. Like, why are people so like?
We saw some great gameplay at the PlayStation
Dude,
Showcase.
it's like we see Gotham Knights and then people are still like, I want a multiplayer experience.
There may be more.
There are more. There are more out there. I
Two
promise.
main ones, but we have some new art to show of. We obviously Kraven. We got the reveal at the PlayStation event. So tell us a bit about him and how he factors in.
So Kraven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York for his greatest hunt.
Ooh,
and what's better
an
than
artwork.
all of the Marvel
Oh,
characters?
is that the
live in New
freaking
York City. So
like
Peter
screenshot of the
Miles
game?
and others. He's on the hunt.
And others.
Look how the suit, like the dirt pulled up on the suit,
Venom also,
the dust.
obviously, Symbiote is a part of this whole story, as we saw in the gameplay. Oh, there you go. Good reaction to the art.
I'm glad you're happy.
I don't know how much you're going to tell us about.
I mean, this looks like in-game, like cinematic screenshots. This doesn't look like concept
What's
art.
the origin of Eddie Brock Venom?
But it says concept art at the bottom.
Okay.
It is not. It is not.
Oh,
Eddie Brock. Our
what?
goal
I'm
was
assuming
to
it's
tell an original story.
Eddie
something that
then.
we haven't seen.
It might
in
be
the comics and
Eddie.
movies yet. Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
all those
Well,
things
does
you loved about the
Kraven
game are
even
gonna be
get the
there,
symbiote
but how the story
in
plays
this one?
out, who is Venom, you have to play the game to see how.
It's Aunt May from the dead. Aunt May back from the dead as
That's been a
Venom.
tease. Now, obviously, the symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think we were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation.
I'm thinking it might be
showcase was,
Kraven
how
or
that is going to really impact the gameplay when you're
or
playing
Eddie.
as, Peter. So tell us a bit about that and how the gameplay is going to be dramatically different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw it in just the raw power,
Or just a new character.
the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
He's we call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power, aggression, which you saw both in the moves and how Peter talks. So it's not just what happens in gameplay; it's what happens, how the story plays out.
I'm excited to see what the story's going to be like in this game.
There's much more.
Like, it's going to be good, dude.
And I know that
I hope it makes
the
me
journey
cry
is
again.
also more expansive.
Oh,
You've got
should I not be
Queens, Brooklyn,
opening
so
that?
even more of sort of
Yeah,
city
I mean, the
racing,
city
right?
is pretty much doubled in size. So it's Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web wings to traverse at speeds way faster than they were before is really
Seems insane, dude.
Hugely
I'm just,
ambitious
like,
game.
I
You guys
have
have
to
been
play it to
building,
really
over the
know
past
like how
few
much
years.
different
We
it's
saw
gonna feel.
at the PlayStation event, it said at the end, fall 2023.
Let's
And I
just
know,
say that very
we're, like,
vague
getting close
fall
to that. Are you guys
date.
feeling confident that you're gonna make it this fall?
Nope.
Jeff,
Nope.
I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
Basically, they're just
promise you
about to
we're
make
very
it, just
confident
about to
what
make
we're
it
gonna
in
tell
there.
you right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
The man knows his team. He knows his team. He knows what they are capable of. And they are capable of insane things over there at Insomniac. Because they are all Insomniacs, I assume. That's why they are called that. They literally never sleep over there. That's how they're able to... October 20th, dude. October 20th, dude. October 20th. Alan Wake is the 17th. Assassin's Creed is the 12th. Alan Wake the 17th. And then Spider-Man the 20th. He just leaves. He just leaves. He didn't show us anything new. Except the date. Showed us 2 concept arts and a date. And walked away. He just went back to the office. He just grabbed a coffee on the way out and went back to the office.
Kind of like Pokemon with guns.
To work on Ratchet and Clank, the Rift.
Then we're going to look
Rift
at the Land of
Retracted.
the Morning Light,
I
a
don't
new
know what the heck
expansion to
it's gonna
Black
be
Desert
called.
Online, which recreates the mythical folktales from Korea's Joseon Dynasty, and some huge bosses too.
Pocket Pair Presents. Oh, what is this? Power World. It's like Pokemon. Is this Pokemon? This looks like a Pokemon's like rip-off, dude. Is this an actual Pokemon game? Or is this like a rip-off Pokemon? Like, this is like Pokemon. If you're not gonna do it, dude, if Game Freak, you guys don't want to do it, we'll make Pokemon with guns. See how you like it. We can make Pokemon easily. We just need to avoid any possible copyrights. And we can do it. We'll add guns just to make sure that it's nothing like Pokemon. We'll even add the trainers. Is this Pokemon? This looks so much like Pokemon. If this isn't like a spoof Pokemon thing. No, this is definitely a Pokemon game, right? Power World. What the heck is this? What the heck? How are they getting away with that? That was literally Pokemon. Bull Abyss. Is that actually Pokemon? It didn't say Game Freak at the bottom. And it's not a Nintendo game. Is that legal? I feel like that game was just weird. What was that? That was literally just Pokemon, but everything looked a bit weird. That it just wasn't Pokemon in a way. And they called it Power World. That looks like a Kuma. What is this? What is that game that came out? The first person game? Ghost something? Ghostwire Tokyo. Is this like... This looks like a third person version of Ghostwire Tokyo. The way they showed that first part with the lady fighting. Black Desert. Only on PC. Only on PC. Available June 14th. That's like now. That's next week.
Is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves.
Still better than Gollum, dude. Still better than Gollum. Who knew that the Gollum game would be overshadowed by this random dwarf game. Dwarf mining sim.
Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria.
Okay, it's like a dwarf mining sim. Literally. It's literally what it is. Middle-earth dwarf miner sim.
Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together. It's time we took back our home.
The Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria. Fall 2023. Again with the fall stuff. Again with the fall stuff. Okay, then we got another recap thing going on. So we'll skip to the gameplay again. When they show gameplay. Okay, that was just like some...
Pre-registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test.
Okay,
Now,
is Ever Crisis like significant in playing?
No.
No, it's not Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's Final Fantasy 16, dude. There's no way he freaking trolled them like that. What does that have to do with Final Fantasy, dude?
Final Fantasy 16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your
Jeff
game.
is a troll, dude.
Right.
Jeff is a
Now, here's a
troll.
look at a game we debuted last year at TGA.
No
Vanisher's
way, dude.
Ghosts of New Eden.
No
the story
way.
of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds of North America.
Really, dude? This man, Geoff Keighley. Troll, dude. I thought he was gonna be like, no, not Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. It's Final Fantasy 16. But nope, it wasn't even that. Freaking DoorDash.
We are banishers.
This game was shown last year and it looked cool from what they showed. The 5-second thing that they showed.
We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back.
This looks cool. I'm ready. I'm ready to see it in action. The way it walks looks kind of like Shay Cormac in Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful.
What? Oh, choice-based decisions. I wonder if it will actually have impact on the story. Or if they mean absolutely nothing.
To be together again.
So is she like dead? She's like a ghost? And he's like... She's with him?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
That happens every time. Okay, it's exclusive to next gen or current gen. Banishes Ghost. End of 2022. Please stop releasing these games. There's too many games. Oh, it's freaking Ishin, dude. It's literally Ishin. There's no way it's a sequel already, right? DLC maybe. I really need to play through this franchise. I'm trying to get my part 2 done on my channel so that I can start doing 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. What is even happening now? I'm actually confused. I didn't see what happened. Kiryu is freaking the best. I don't even know, dude. One of the best protagonists. So suave, so cool, so funny, dude. Humorous. The man has everything. Can take on hordes of enemies. What game is this? Is this like one of the games that exists? Because he looks too young here to be... for it to be a sequel to one of the existing ones. He doesn't even look exactly like his normal self. He looks like an alternate version of Kiryu. What? Kiryu Kurama. Oh, he has no name. Is this gonna be... What the heck is this? Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. Is this another, like, pre-order now and get Legend? Is this another one of those games who just had Japanese release and then now they're making it, like, a remake into a, like, Western, whatever, worldwide release? Like with Ishin, is it like that? Because it seems like one of those spin-offs. It doesn't seem like it ties directly into the existing franchise or the current, like, 1, 2, 3, Kiwami and all those. There's so many of those games I want to play, dude. I enjoyed the heck out of the what the heck? It's escaping me. What is the other one called, dude? I can't believe I'm forgetting this, but I enjoyed the detective one. The one with the detective. What is that called?
How long has it been now?
I really just freaking forgot.
3 years, 2 months and 17 days.
Anyway, the one with the detective guy, I can't believe I'm forgetting this, to be honest. Like, I freaking enjoyed that game so much. And I played Judgment and the other one. Judgment and Lost Judgment. Those games were incredible.
Someone else down here.
And it was easier to actually play through that franchise and know what was going on without having to play through 50 games before I got there. But I'm working my way through Kiwami. I'm on Kiwami 2. On the channel. We'll eventually finish it. And then I'll move on to the next one.
Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact. All right, next, Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall, along with Warzone Mobile.
Okay, dude,
today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare.
Nobody cares about
Warzone
Call of Duty.
Here's your first
Call
look
of
at
Duty is
Bondo,
more
a
likely
new
than I
Warzone
like.
location
Call of
with points of
Duty.
interest.
Twisted Metal. Okay, Peacock Original new series. Okay, I like how it's on a platform that I'm never gonna use. It's crazy. Like it's on a platform I'm never gonna use.
Oneself in order to multitask. This new hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France. Here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the time shift warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Bless you, Geoff. Bless you. This is Lisfunga. I mean, this looks like an interesting, like, art style, art direction to it.
Receive my light, Lisfunga. Let this power flow through you.
That name has to have some weird meaning. Because that is a crazy specific, like, name.
I'm here
like,
again.
Lisfunga. Definitely means something very
I look good.
meaningful. Rewind time. This looks almost like a... I don't know if it's a roguelike, so I can't necessarily say it looks like that. It looks almost like 80s, like the type of game that it is. Like it's going for that type of thing. But it could just be a... What do you call this? Like a top-down... 2.5? I don't know what you call this. Top-down 3D? I don't know what you call that. Lisfunga, the time shift warrior. Okay.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy
FPS
setting,
throws
like
me
Doom
off
with
completely.
magic.
And
It
this
also
game
has
is
a great
freaking expensive here as
by
well.
Darren Barnett
This
as
game
the
is
main
not
character,
worth it.
Jack, and he
This guy
joins
just
us
comes
now.
straight from Never Have I Ever to a freaking video game main character. Like, who are you, dude?
A cool game,
Comes
super
straight
high
from Never Have I
production
Ever.
value,
Aren't you supposed to be
spectacular
playing a
gameplay.
16-year-old or
Tell us
something?
about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I am playing the main character, Jack, as seen behind me. He is a battle mage that controls all 3 forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it, you know, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage, Jack, comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's, I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was.
Okay,
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Been playing the Cyberpunk
time
there.
of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic.
Oh, that was Street Kid. That was
Becomes
Street
part
Kid.
of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an ever war fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it.
Yeah,
And
it's
I know
I
you
think
brought
it's
something
July
to
release.
share today, which is a gameplay sequence. Which is one
I
of
am
the
not going to
most
play this
epic
game.
sort of
I
parts of
am
the
not
game,
going to
right?
get this one.
Yeah,
It's way too
so this is
overpriced.
the wild part of the game. This trailer is going to be showing you the Immortals and myself confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of the game, and
Sounds
trying
a
to
lot
end
like
the
Sandra.
Everwar. And it's
You just
taking
added a
place in, like,
K
one of the
there.
most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
Okay. The villain's literally called Sandra, by the way, if you didn't catch that. They just added that K at the end to make it sound like it was something,
Thank you.
something different from just Sandra.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is.
That's insane, dude. Imagine being a villain and your name's Sandrak.
And we're still losing.
Like, you must get freaking bullied by your minions, like, 24/7. Like, I just don't see them taking you seriously.
Welcome aboard, Immortal. What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
We'll catch him, sir.
Okay. We're actually gonna see this whole, like, gameplay sequence that he just described. I mean, I get this game is cool, and I know that a lot of people are probably excited for something like this because it is, a lot of people are into first person, especially with like people on PC would probably enjoy something like this. But I've never really been to that degree into first person games where they sort of lose me immediately and they really have to show me something that's gonna make me like, oh, okay, this is cool, for me to like want to play it as a first person. And the price already is very much not convincing me that this is something I want to play. Like, I'm assuming the reason that this game is expensive is because of the production, because they have like all these actors, like actual like actors from TV shows and stuff that are gonna be in their faces are being used for this whole game, and their voices, so that already increases the budget, I'm assuming. And then on top of that, they have all these particle effects going on the screen and the graphics. Like, I mean, I feel like that's like why some games are so expensive. It's nothing to do with like PS5, and some of it is import costs, I understand that, but I mean, I feel like some of it is also just getting these like Hollywood type actors to be the voices and faces of these characters, when there are people that can do it, that do it for a living. You know, there are people that do like just voice acting for a living, and I feel like I hope that it's cool that we get like all these like actors and stuff in games, but I hope that we don't get to the point where we just see like Hollywood actors in games instead of like the people that we grew up seeing in games, like Nolan North type people, you know, and Troy Baker and those people. Those are like probably the most overused voice actors, but that's just like an example of people that do this for a living, as like voice acting for a living. These are people that have other like sources of income, other talents, you know. Not other talents necessarily, but they have other like outlets, you know. They are in TV, which probably makes them more money than a game would.
We're only going to win this one.
So I'm just saying, like, I just hope that people don't get too carried away with using Hollywood actors in their games. I just switched off completely for that whole thing because I'm not going to play that at all.
We get to show you guys so
Doesn't
much
interest me
amazing raw
one bit.
gameplay today, and that game looks incredible. Coming out
It
this
looks
summer
incredible,
from
yes, Geoff, but it's quite
one
pricey,
game that
and it's
constantly
also
reinvents
overhyped.
itself is Fortnite, and tomorrow, Chapter 4, Season 3.
I freaking missed out the whole. I play Fortnite sometimes, but it's such a freaking
the center of
thing
the
to keep
island
up
has
with Fortnite.
collapsed, revealing a vast hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new battle pass lineup where you can
Of
unleash
course,
the
yeah.
power.
Are we getting Dwayne Johnson as his character from Jumanji? Again, we get another Dwayne Johnson skin. Would be insane. Or is that already in the game? But yeah, Fortnite is crazy, dude. It's always interesting to see. I don't think Fortnite's a bad game. I think a lot of people fall back on saying it's a bad game because they maybe weren't that good at it, or just because add so many characters and it never ends. I think people are just like, I don't know what it is why people don't like Fortnite. Fortnite is a good game, dude. They actually update the game. They actually like improve things when it is faulty. There are times when it's freaking annoying and it just doesn't work, like when the servers are down and they maintaining stuff and the game is just not working properly. And when people just freaking one-tap me with a sniper rifle, that's all annoying. But the game is good. Like, just because a lot of people are bad at it, they just fall back on, oh, the game's bad and like the graphics are for children. Like, you don't need things to look realistic for the graphics to be high end, dude. Like, a Pixar movie is not bad graphics because it's made for children. And Pixar movies, why the heck is Optimus Prime in this freaking game, dude? They are going crazy. Like, what does Optimus Prime even have to do with this? Just because there's a movie coming out. Here's my tiny Optimus Prime skin. Does this mean I have to get back into Fortnite, dude? Optimus Prime is in there. They added Optimus Prime. I have to get this battle boss. Get the freaking cat guy in the back with like the hair. That guy looks freaking stupid.
Fortnite Wild launches tomorrow.
What the heck was that?
Well, finally, guys.
So random.
It's time to get to our
so random, dude. So random.
And it is a deep honor for me to present this game.
Oh?
What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again. This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters.
Somebody quote on me. I'm still waiting.
I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated
Elden Ring?
upcoming releases.
Elden Ring DLC
The
reveal?
rumors were true.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster.
Oh, is this Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy Rebirth, right? 7 Rebirth.
The wreckage of the expressway. Search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Oh, this is the battle, right? This is just after the battle. Okay, the Unknown Journey. I'm excited for, let me guess, dude, December. Like, honestly, this game is just, there's so many games coming out.
It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
Yeah, this is like after the fight with Sephiroth. Are we gonna be playing as Zack in this one?
It's barely hanging on.
No, we still have Cloud, right? We still have Cloud, but I wonder if there'll be sections that we play with other characters again, because we did that in the first part. Why is the graphics looking worse on this? Did my graphics go down on my video?
This is gonna sound crazy, but
I think so.
as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim.
Oh, you can ride the chocobos. Just full context, I have not played any. My first experience with this, I'm gonna not talk over this too much actually.
The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
Look at this guy. I know who that is.
According to Hojo, they're connected to
Hojo.
Shadows of the Man.
They're just showing us like running. Like, I guess they're showing off the environment in this one.
Sephiroth was in Midgard.
This
We
trailer.
fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now?
Tifa's back. Tifa's back. Tifa's
After
back.
5 years, doing who knows what.
Voldemort?
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Okay. Playing as Barret.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but
Is this guy still alive? I couldn't remember. I can't remember what even happened to that guy in the story when we fight him. I guess, does he go into a helicopter or something? I forget what happens to that guy throughout the story. This when they show the gameplay, the pixelation, I'm assuming it's just because of the stream. The bitrate is like weird. Like it looks really bad. Looks like Jedi Survivor kind of. I'm assuming that's just because of the stream bitrate. Getting lost with all the effects and like pixels. Oh my.
they say she's a monster.
It's a Yuffie. I still need to play that Yuffie DLC. I haven't played the Yuffie DLC.
In
into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
Free you.
Oh yes, I remember you from the weird.
You burned my village!
Oh.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Oh my gosh, dude. I've completely forgot what happened throughout the story. I know the main plot points, I guess, but I forgot a lot of the facts and things that happened. 2 discs, early 2024, so it's not coming out this year. They said they were pushing for this year. They said they were pushing for this year, so they couldn't obviously make it. It's coming out next year, which is good. I don't mind that at all. There's way too much.
But that is not the
That's the end
of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday.
I'm probably going to be doing those. Probably going to be covering those.
From IM8bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later this summer on August 22nd for Gamescom Opening Night Live in Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you,
See you soon.
Mr. Keighley. Thank you for this, for servicing us with things to actually care about for the next few months as gamers. Summer Game Fest. I mean, this was an excellent Summer Game Fest, I think. Like, we got a lot of good reveals of dates. We got a lot of reveals of release dates. We got freaking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as well, which is something that everybody's been waiting for. We got the Spider-Man release date. We got, well, we didn't get anything for Alan Wake. We just saw some gameplay for Alan Wake, not really a lot, which is kind of like they seemed weird with the Alan Wake stuff, but I'm still interested in that. I'm still hyped for that. They didn't show anything for Alone in the Dark. I know that's also coming out in October. I know that's not as big of a game right now, but that's coming out in October. Assassin's Creed's coming out in October. Alan Wake 2 is coming out in October. And Spider-Man's coming out in October. That's 4 decent high-end games coming out in the same month. Quite a lot of stuff coming out. But then in between that we have September, what is it? June, July. July there's that Immortals of Avium, I think, is coming out in July, I think, and then August, I'm not sure what's coming out in August, and then we have September is also something, I don't know. September there was something, I'm trying to think what they showed, but I think there is something coming out in September, but nothing that I'm extremely interested in those months. So those will give me time to like catch up on replaying things and like catching up with other games that I've missed out on in that time. But yeah, the year is packed, and then December's also, I think, gonna have some stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know, maybe I'm just talking nonsense right now, but I think like October seems to be the high month of the rest of this year, for the second half of this year. It seems like that's gonna be the most packed, and I mean, it's exciting, but it is gonna, I feel like Spider-Man coming out on the 20th is really like freaking like an FU to it's like an FU to freaking I'm probably not gonna be doing the Day of the Devs right now, so I'll just go to the beginning where we're just playing music. So I'm probably not gonna do the Day of the Devs, but the fact that that Spider-Man is coming that time of the year, like right after Alan Wake and Assassin's Creed, is like an FU to Ubisoft and an FU to Remedy Games, because it's like everybody, that's gonna really reduce the amount of people that are going to pre-order or even play Alan Wake 2, and Alan Wake 2 I feel is going to be extremely overshadowed because of that, and it's unfortunate because already Alan Wake is a franchise that I feel doesn't get enough attention or doesn't get enough like hype from people, because I think like the way that Remedy Games, like people know Remedy Games Control was a good game, like the storytelling in that, and Alan Wake as well. People, fans of Alan Wake, know that, you know, there's something about that form of storytelling and just that concept of like writing a story and coming to life. There's something about that and it's a harder story coming to life, and that's like just something that I think people are not as hyped for right now. And then Assassin's Creed, you know, there are a lot of, I'm one of them, but there are a lot of people that they have that soft spot for Ubisoft and for Assassin's Creed games, and that old time Assassin's Creed set in like those old, what was the area? I forget what the area was. Baghdad. It's set in Baghdad. So like those areas and that setting of like the ancient ones and like the old school, like what they call the hidden ones, like the old school assassins. So like people have a soft spot for that, and I feel like a lot of people might go for that and skip over Alan Wake and then go for Spider-Man if they can, because people budget for these things. So I feel like Alan Wake might fall to the sidelines during that month because of all that stack up of games. But I don't know, dude, there's so many stuff coming out, and they didn't show anything on Final Fantasy 16, which I thought they would reveal a demo for that. They revealed a demo for Lies of P. What is it called? Lies of P. Which that's cool. I'm probably gonna do a gameplay or something on that here on the channel. Probably gonna post that. I don't know, I might do that tomorrow and then post that on Saturday. So Friday I might record something on the Lies of P thing and then post that on Saturday. But yeah, so far I think this was a very good like Summer Game Fest kickoff into the Summer Game Fest events, and I'm interested to see what Xbox is going to show, although I don't have anything to play the Xbox stuff on. I'm just excited to see what they are going to show and how they're going to, like, what type of games they're going to have over there. Like, are they going to show Fable? I think they are going to show Fable. Are they going to show gameplay of Fable? Are they going to show more Gears of War stuff? Like, what are they going to show that's going to make Xbox players feel like Xbox and Microsoft cares about the players, you know, cares about the consumers of the console, besides Game Pass and things coming to Game Pass. So I hope that Xbox players can get a win at that event, that they can, you know, get some good games, game announcements, and some newest sacrifice it's called, I think, that they get that going, that they get to see that. But yeah, I think this showcase was really cool. That they had some cool like cameos, not cameos, what do you call them, like guests, like freaking Nicolas Cage and Sam Lake to announce the thing, and they had the other guy, what I keep forgetting that dude's name, but the guy that sounds like tired all the time, and they had him in the isolation room and whatnot. That actor, I keep forgetting his name. I don't know why I keep forgetting actors' name. I always forget their names, but they had him in his little isolation room talking about how he's gonna be involved with the Metal game. Freaking forgot that as well. Twisted Metal. But yeah, and then they had like Twisted Metal series and the Witcher thing, the trailer for The Witcher. So that was cool. They didn't show the Cyberpunk stuff here. They said it would be shown at something else at a later event, I think. So I don't know which event that will be specifically, but I wasn't paying attention there. But yeah, overall, hype for Spider-Man, hype for all the stuff in October that's coming out. And not so much for the Immortals Avion thing, but yeah, it was a cool showcase. It was a cool Summer Game Fest kickoff from Geoff Keighley, and I'm just glad that we get stuff like this as gamers, you know, because we get to see what's happening in the future, and we get to see, you know, we get to have that bit of hype building up to the rest of the year. And yeah, so that was Summer Game Fest, the first day of Summer Game Fest, or the first event of Summer Game Fest. My reaction to it, and thank you guys for watching. If you did find this channel, if you did find this video and you managed to watch all the way, which I feel like nobody watched till the end of this, I'm just talking to you, single person who actually does see this. But yeah, thank you for joining. Appreciate you to be here, to clicking on the video, for, you know, maybe subscribing, maybe liking, maybe sharing with people, and maybe helping the channel grow, because it would be cool to have this channel grow and get somewhere with it, because I am a gamer guy who freaking loves games and would love to just have some type of thing going on over here on this channel. I don't know, this channel is like an outlet for me to just find something in gaming, just to, I don't know, share my experiences with gaming and share me as, I mean, I don't know what I even mean by that. That sounds weird. I don't mean that. I don't want to share me with anybody. You can't have me. I'm my own me. What I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you did find this video, I will be probably trying to react to a lot of the events. Definitely the Microsoft one, the Xbox thing. Definitely the Ubisoft Forward, and definitely the Capcom thing. There's a Capcom event also on Monday, I believe. So I will be probably reacting to those, probably also recordings and just upload it here on the channel like this one. But if you guys did enjoy and you did want to see, or you do want to see more, and you do want to see my Final Fantasy and my Zelda gameplays and stuff like that coming up on the channel in future, please remember to share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, and check out some other content that I do have on the channel. Currently at the moment I've been live streaming a lot lately, but I'm trying to get back into the recording and video series gameplays here on the channel. So hopefully you guys are, you know, willing to stay, willing to subscribe and see what this channel can be in the future. But thank you guys for joining again, and I will see you in the next Summer Game Fest event, I guess, unless I do the, or maybe even the Lies of P thing. Maybe even the Lies of P demo might be the next thing that comes up on the channel. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Great Summer Game Fest. Hype for all the games, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in the future if you did see this. And thank you again for watching. Goodbye.